What is up, everybody? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with a little recap from last night's Seahawks loss to the LA Rams by the final score of 26-17. I didn't want to wait for Dallas, so I just wanted to just come out here and get this earlier. Yeah, it's a tough loss, and it's definitely going to be a tough season now, especially after the news we got from Jeremy Fowler about Russell Wilson's timetable. So sources saying Seahawks are bracing for Russell Wilson to miss at least a month and possibly 6 to 8 weeks with his ruptured middle finger tendon that likely requires surgery. Seattle thinking about Wilson's long-term health, barring an unexpectedly swift recovery. It's Geno Smith's show. So, yep, Jeremy Fowler is definitely a reliable source on that too, other than Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport's. So, I was kind of expecting the worst once I got the news from him when I was in the stadium, seeing how bad Wilson's finger was, and Geno Smith went in. And I will say, I think Geno Smith did a pretty good job up till the last play where, unfortunately, Lockett tripped over the turf and couldn't quite get to the ball. It was unfortunate that Lockett tripped and that ball ended up getting intercepted, and they were able to kick in the game-winning field goal. And like I said, I give props to the Rams. I always like props to McVay for the way he runs his team, and just they've been owning us for now the past. They've been owning us since 2017, man. They've been owning us for a while now, and it's obvious. Aaron Donald's just been our kryptonite, and it turns out Aaron Donald was the one that injured Russell Wilson's finger, just like he did Drew Brees a couple years back in 2019. So there's that. I think it all started when we made the mistake of going for it on 4th and 2 and running Alex Collins when we should have kicked the field goal. That, to me, was when I knew it was going to be bad too. And then after that, the interception, the turnovers, and even after we got the DK Metcalf touchdown, the key play to me that freaking killed all momentum in that game was Dwayne Brown's holding penalty, which took away a touchdown to Tyler Lockett, and then Jason Myers missing the field goal right after that before the half. That, to me, swung all the momentum to the LA Rams side in that game. But then after when Russell Wilson went out, I just, we all know that this team, Russell Wilson, Brendan Nelson even mentioned it in his earlier video. I was watching Brendan Nelson's video. We all basically Russell Wilson is the one that basically would be was the one expected to pull the rabbit out the hat. But, it's going to be tough. Now, basically, like I said in one post I even mentioned a while back, the fan base is really about to get tested this year. I truly believe the fan base will get tested this year, just saying. Only because of now, and I'm talking those that came in 2012 when we originally drafted Russell. Me, I've been there way before then. 'Cause I was born in 92, the year that the Seahawks went 2-14 and Cortez Kennedy won Defensive Player of the Year. And of course, my first year with the season tickets was 2004, the year that we lost to the Rams and Mark Bolger back when they were the St. Louis Rams in 2004, the year before we went on the Super Bowl 40 run. So, yeah, hold on, I'm getting some text from Manish. And now I also got to point out another factor, man. And this is what else is going to suck about, too, with how bad we might do the rest of the year, pending our record. When has trading 2 first-round picks ever come back to help us? It really never has. That Jamal Adams trade now is starting to look really bad. Granted, I know he's good at stopping the run, but another costly play in that game was that play going to Deshaun Jackson. Jamal Adams was in a position where if he would have, all he had to do was make a good adjustment, and he could have either picked it off or, at best, would have forced an incomplete pass, which would have made the Rams have to punt. And that was a 3rd down play, too. That also swung the momentum in the Rams' favor, which they ended up getting a touchdown on that drive, too. I think it was one of the other Darrell Henderson touchdowns. Correct me down in the comments. But, yeah, right now, I would say after basically seeing the news after Russell Wilson's injury, confidence level now basically is at a low. But I will still be going to the games. I've toughed out worse before. I sat through 2008 with the 4-12 record when the year after 2007, the last time we made the playoffs in the Holmgren era. I toughed out that. I went to every game during that 4-12 season where we beat the New York Jets in that snowy game in Lumen Field, Quest Field at the time, and then going 5-11 in 2009, and then of course the 2-7-9 seasons. Granted, we made the playoffs the first year of Pete Carroll's tenure as a head coach Now, what will be the future of the Seahawks after this season? We'll wait and see. I know everybody's calling for Ken Norton Jr.'s head, like I am too, to have him fired too. And who knows what kind of decisions the organization will make with the coaches after the season is all said and done. I don't think any moves will be made until basically this season is over. And that's being real. But how does Geno step up and perform during these 6 to 8 weeks that Russell Wilson is out? Granted, we haven't even had our bye week. We are playing Pittsburgh next week, and we know Ben Roethlisberger is struggling too. So it's just frustrating, guys. It's just really frustrating. Like I said, I was gonna do this with Dallas, but then I just decided I just wanted to get it done with right now. But buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a long ride, but to the real fans, keep staying real, like me. And every other true fan that's suffered through far worse than what we have back in the 70s and the 80s, ever since the team came into existence and played their first season in 1976. So, tough it out, guys, I've seen this before, and unfortunately, it's going to be a long ride, but got to ride it out because, in the end, it's worth it, That's why I love this team. I love this team. It's Seahawks till I die, and I'm going to continue to go to all these games and continue to support them no matter how bad the season is or how good it is. Because in the end, it was worth it, It was definitely worth it when we finally got this bad boy too, man. In 2013, after toughing out those losing seasons from 2008 all the way through 2011. So might be the first time we have a losing season since 2011. And if it does, I'm still going to continue to ride or die. But unfortunate news is we're not going to have a first-round pick, obviously, because, we gave that to the Jets in that Jamal Adams trade, and that trade is now starting to look really bad. Anyway, that's my recap and just talking about some of the bad news about the Russell Wilson injury. Let's see how it goes the rest of the way. Give me your thoughts down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notification. Just saw on there that we just hit 1,300, and I appreciate everyone that's come from NorCam and all my other friends' channels like Beantown, CG Ruthless Sports, and my other friends from the NFC West Roundtable that have, been supportive on this channel too, and my friends from the Hawks Nest. But I think we just got to embrace it, guys. It's going to be a long year, and let's see what happens the rest of the way, see how Geno Smith can hold up, and if Russell Wilson comes back or if they decide to put him on IR for the year to not chance any further injury. We'll see, guys. Anyway, Sam Dog, the infamous 253, signing out. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.